So we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode, I had the biggest heartwarming reunion with Zelda, but sadly, it ended up fading away. It was a really emotional one for us. But hey, we reunited with her and we learned about the entire legend and our mission. So we're back here in the present time with Groose and the Old One. And yeah, these guys are family, and they will continue to be that way for a long time in this game. But let's go ahead and refresh ourselves on the mission. And yeah, what's up, girl? The clues to finding the Triforce are in Skyloft. Go forth and find the Triforce. Yeah, it's all usual with her. And our boy Groose is just... He's like our brethren. He's growing up and he's just realizing his full potential. But what's up, man? Hey, don't let me down. I'm counting on you to help Zelda, LSP. Oh, by the way, I've been thinking about how nice it'd be to have a tree here, but I don't have a seedling or anything. You see one I can plant? Well, not yet, but you can bet that your time is coming very soon, so don't you worry, Groose. Alright? Now, in this episode, we'll kind of present a little bit of a quest. It'll be a short one, but it will first of all include going out of this door and visiting up with a little friend of ours. We checked up on him last episode, or episode before last, when we fought the imprisoned for the second time, and let's go back to him. We may as well catch some butterflies while we're at it, since... you know, there are some potions that I can infuse, and I think butterflies is a bug that's required to do that. But, you know, if you want to go ahead and give it a shot, go right ahead. But, first of all, let's go ahead and talk to our dude, Gorko. Huh? Is there something different about your sword, or is it just me? Either way, bud, you've got to get rid of those bad guys down there. Oh, hey, bud. You probably want to know that I've seen some blessed butterflies flapping around here lately. Too bad I have absolutely no musical ability whatsoever. I could not create beautiful tones to save my life. But that's it. However, there is a twist to this. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure it's before or after you get the full, reassembled Master Sword, you can play the harp here where those butterflies were, and it will unveil... yeah, a goddess wall. That's what I was mentioning, right? Whoa, I think my heart stopped. This is it, the discovery of a lifetime. There is no mistaking it. This symbol must mark one of the goddess walls left for the hero by the goddess. However, if you talk to him again, this is like the trigger for the little quest you want to do here. It's very short, but it requires some artistic ability. So if you're not an artist... if you don't have any kind of those abilities whatsoever, you may as well leave right now. Although I'm totally kidding. Just go ahead and talk to him again. Huh? Is there something different about your sword? You just said it, man. But after this little text box right here, he will say something else, so pay attention. You know, bud, even at a time like this, I can never stop thinking about my research. I came across an ancient volume in the course of my research. Want to know what it had to say? Sure. Arrow in repose. Ye who earns to strike targets from afar, draw the shape so that it may be known. Well, that is what is written there. Does that mean anything to you? Well, the words in red just read arrows to us. Alright, so... you can come back here, you can draw anything for him. It's kind of like RNG generated, but go ahead and charge up your sword and give it a little bit of a, skyward charge. And we want to go ahead and draw an arrow, so... going that way a little bit. That way. And that way. That is terrible. Frickin' worked! I don't know how it worked, but it worked! Sweet Goron! So, this is what the ancient writing meant by striking targets from afar. For helping me out with my research, I would like to give you a little something. And this is the 23rd heart piece. Collect 4 to increase your heart capacity by 1, and just 1 more. Draw something for Gorko after talking to him, after making that little goddess wall appear, and you'll be good to go. Just 1 more, and we're done with heart pieces. It's sad, I'm not ready to wrap this up. The magical power of the goddess walls returns a little after time has passed, so come by and help me with my research again sometime, okay? I thought it was done! You're gonna come back? Seriously, dude? Okay. I thought it was done. Alright, heart piece acquired, so it's fine. However, I want to test out our legendary blade. Oh, come here, dark bokoblins. Oh man, I feel glorious with it. Stab, stab, stab. Oh, I totally got hit with it, though. I totally got hit with it. You know, testing out the... Oh my god. Do it again. Don't test LSP. Ever again. Oh, I took freaking 3 hearts, but man. Alright. We're going to go ahead and go to the sky, and go to Skyloft, and point out a couple of things. So, let's get there. Okay, so... in the sky, I am, like, starting to realize that this bird, like, when I play this game off-screen sometimes, when I do a dash like this, I just go right through him. But when I press the record button, I actually end up getting that rupee. How? I don't know. Don't ask. But you know what? I'm alright with it, so... again, just... Alright, land here. Now, I want to show some things. One of them isn't really pertinent right now, but just you wait, because guess what? In the coming episodes, it's gonna make a lot of sense. So, if I get out my arrows, and by the way, just showing this off, I am missing 2 adventure pouch slots, 1 here and 1 there. Alright? And the last 2, 1 adventure pouch extension I got in the sky from a goddess chest, the other 2 that you get from Beedle for a very fairly expensive price, okay? Alright. So, something will help if you do not get these right now. I'm just showing the prices for them, and yes, I'm going to allow Beedle to drop me from a 50-foot fall again, because it's funny. Because, I don't know, I'm not forcing humor or anything, but you know what? It's funny, because Beedle's sweating and he's excruciating pain. I'm making this place a whole lot heavier for him, but check out the prices of, or, you know, just this adventure pouch. Yeah, he's gonna ask 600 rupees. So, I'm gonna go ahead and play a CPA this time and actually be a tax collector, except I'm gonna cut taxes. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this cost by 50%, right down the middle. So guess what? Beedle can suck a freaking lemon. So he's not gonna get my money, so congrats, the end. He can sweat and suffer. Alright. In all seriousness, no, I'm gonna say no thanks. So. And I'm gonna choose not to get these right now. Yes, I will get the last 2 from Beedle. However, a future side quest will come in a later episode that will cut costs by a lot and will save a lot of time and hustle. Okay? So. Yes, Beedle. Do you know how heavy you are? I have to pedal extra hard with you up here. Then you have the gall to leave without buying anything. Off with you. What a dick. I landed so weird. I landed like face first on the stairs. Like that point on the stairs just had to hit, it just had to hurt so freaking bad, man. Oh, poor Link. Okay. Anyway. The next order of business is that you actually want to go into the bazaar. Now, let me talk about the bazaar for a second, because there are a couple of pointer routers, I think, at this time in the plot. It really depends on what you're doing. But one thing first, there are a few things that I want to do in the bazaar. So I'm going to go ahead and actually get... yeah, there are a variety of potions. I've gotten oxygen, health, and stamina. And you can get revitalizing, and I think this is a sacred potion that does some other things. However, go ahead and get this stamina potion. It will save some more stress in the future. We're not going to go ahead and use it in this episode, but it's only going to be about 50 rupees, so pick it up. Yeah. However, since we have a stamina potion and we have a good amount of bugs, we actually want to go ahead and talk to this dude. Remember how we helped him with the baby rattle? Yeah. He should be sleeping a whole lot better at night, but... hello. Welcome to my humble little side business over here. I infuse the potions my wife sells with the new ingredients to increase their power. It's nothing really, just something that I like to do. Well, do you have any potions you would like me to infuse? Well, sure. Because I'm not going to go ahead and use it for like a couple episodes, maybe a good few, but you actually want to keep a, infused stamina potion. Believe me, I will talk about this again when the episode comes, but only 20 rupees. You need a few volcanic ladybugs, sky stag beetles, Gerudo dragonfly, and 1 Farron grasshopper. So yeah, collecting bugs does benefit you quite a bit in this game if you actually want to branch out with your habits. Oh, okay, I can improve this potion. You sure this is what you want? Maybe not, but yes. Ah, wonderful. Just a moment. Sorry to make you wait like this. All done. Here you are. I hope I didn't set your expectations too high. Don't do me no favors. Alright, and we have a Stamina Potion Plus. This miraculous brew prevents your stamina gauge from depleting at all for 3 minutes. A whole 180 seconds of pure sprinting. And spin attacks and whatever, but, whatever you want. I'm afraid this potion can't be improved on. If you'd like to buy some more potions, please speak with my wife. Alright, we may as well check on some other dudes, and you'll notice now that, yeah, Sparrot is not here. Where the hell did he go? Well, there will be this one NPC right here, but before we go ahead and talk to him, I want to talk about, these 2 guys right here. Nothing much is going to happen right now with them, but may as well check up on him. Okay, never mind. It's just a guy talking about the dormitory ghost, whatever her name is, that is asking for toilet paper, who all of a sudden had a liking on to Colin when we did like the letter quest, and I basically showed both sides of it. But what's up here? Next, a dash of pepper. Delicious, another culinary delight ready to be savored and enjoyed. Yeah, but it looks like I can just fiddle with your plates and pots and whatever, and things and chaos, and I can just bonk into your shit. Oh, I totally broke that shit. I don't understand. I get sued for breaking the chandelier at the Lumpy Pumpkin, but I don't get chewed out. Not even a single galling for just breaking a variety of, Louis Vuitton dishes. Are you freaking kidding me? Alright, apparently that's possible. Alright, what's up with this dude? He has a speech bubble. I haven't seen the fortune teller much these days. You knew his crystal ball got broken, right? I hope he's not sitting at home kicking himself for not foreseeing this. Would you mind running over and checking in on him? His house is on the eastern edge of Skyloft. Alright. It turns out, though, that if you actually go ahead and sit down and talk with him, he will offer something. Heh. Seems like you're on the road to success, little friend. How about I buy us a beverage? May as well use some drinky poo time. There's a good lad. Cheers. That's the stuff. There we go. Listen, there's a little information you just may find useful. Oh, what? Are you sure? Are you using those stamina potions? Oh, I just did it. I literally just did it. I just did it, man. It's great stuff. Drink some of that and your stamina gauge doesn't empty out so darn fast. It's not just for running either. You can do spin attacks without getting tired so easily. I suggest you carry one around in case you tangle with something big and nasty. Yeah, I wonder if Groose would inquire on that. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it with Croo. He will just, talk to you about that. Now, that is basically all that I want to go ahead and cover in the bazaar. Everything else is just kind of, mystified. However, let's go ahead and find Sparrot, the fortune teller, and find out where he is. He's probably distraught in so many ways, but, Alright, to point out where he is. Okay? Some may think, oh, it's on the very eastern edge. Well, you're right. But some mistake it for being all the way down here, but no, this is not it. This is the graveyard back there, and this is Rupin's night market. And this is probably, I want to say, I think this is Gondo's house? No, this is Pippet's house, I'm sorry. And this would probably be Birdie's house. So, you actually want to go ahead and make a way up here. Yeah, that's Gondo's house. My apologies. I was mistaken. Cut up, and then go left, and then go right in here. Alright? How? May you ask for the first time playing this game? I don't know, but go ahead and open this door and find out what's up. Sparrot. What did you do, man? May as well just open up his cabinet to see what he has in here. You really should. He has in fact, the same stuff that I do, but I can't even look at his. Alright. Be that way, game. Alright. Sparrot, what's up, little buddy? May as well go on the side and talk to you, because why not?
I'm fine. Go on, go on. Please, leave me be. My crystal ball has shattered, and without it, my eyes can no longer gaze deeply into the future. It's almost as though these exquisite, all-seeing eyes of mine have begun to dull and cloud over with sadness now that my crystal ball is gone. If only I had a new crystal ball to gaze into.
Is it not true that you recovered a piece of windmill from beneath the clouds recently, young man? This shattered crystal ball was salvaged from below by Gondo's ancestor long ago before it made its way into my delicate hands. There may still be others like it where it came from. Yes, yes. Would you search for a new one for me?
No.
Such a cruel world.
You know, in all seriousness, man, in all seriousness, go ahead and just look at that ball. Some Flex Seal would, fix that right up. But who am I kidding? Phil would never agree.
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's basically the same dialogue from this point on, except, yeah, I'll say yes this time, man. Just, why not?
Yes. No doubt you can see the gratitude in my eyes. The robot who originally retrieved this crystal ball was said to have reported that he found it in a building atop a mountain peak. Can you believe it? Your dowsing ability can be calibrated to locate the crystal ball that this person is seeking. However, if you are searching for another object that someone has asked you to find, that target will be removed when you switch to this target. Do you wish to set the crystal ball as your dowsing target? Fine. Understood, Master. I'll set your dowsing target to the crystal ball in question.
I'm counting on you, young man. Without my crystal ball, I cannot gaze into the future.
Oh no, my eyes. They would droop with despair.
Please bring...
Enough already. I could take a hint. Don't flip out, LSP. I could take a freaking hint. Just bring it with haste. I'll bring it, man. You and your freaking, medieval crystals in here. I mean, look at this shit. Like, he has a freaking... Look at this. Is this the purple crystal from Crash Bandicoot, man? I mean, that looks like a Winnie the Pooh jar. Like, it has, like, the same shape and, circumference as his body. Alright. Enough shaming on Sparrot. He's already going through it, alright? Let's go ahead and leave and go to, I guess, a high mountain peak and find out what's up. It can only hurt, right? Just leaving and doing whatever. Alright, and what in the world? I just killed that stag beetle by accident. Okay. I'm a bug murderer, man. Alright, let's go ahead and hop off and get to our destination, which I would deem it to be, Mountain Peak, you guessed it, Eldin Volcano. Well, not the volcano specifically, but... Alright, let's go ahead and make our way there, and post-haste. Alright, so looking at this, and all the areas that we've unlocked in this area, honestly, Eldin is not even that vast. However, It's pretty freaking large when you get there. Oh yeah, the difference comes. But in all seriousness, go ahead and land, I want to say, over at the temple entrance, where this is all going to make sense. So, hey, land there. Alright, so, I'm no sailor, but if my calculations are also correct, and they deem to be correct, hey, bokoblins, may as well take out your brethren, the first two of you, right? I'll kill the whole lot of you, and I'll torture Cookhouse, man. That's what you get for messing with LSP, and staying on my turf without permission. Okay, so, why are we here? Well, let's go ahead and take a look around. Where would we find a crystal ball that is just existing for no frickin' reason out up here in the open? Can you play I Spy with my little eye? If you guessed to the left, you are correct. Alright, my fly voice is just taking a toll on me now, but, alright, this is honestly is not hard. It's just a little quest, like a fetch quest for Sparrot. Alright, go ahead and, I guess I can take out some butterflies. I'm all good for some butterflies. And play the harp a little bit. Boing. Alright, Elden Ore, I will take. Now, since we're here, we want to go ahead and just claw shot right here. And just drop down. And beep. And examine. I have located a substance that closely resembles the material used in the Fortune Teller's crystal ball. It should make a suitable replacement. Shall I call the robot to collect it? Fine. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Master, I will send word to the robot using telepathic transmission.
Mistress Fi, I'm here. Zerp. Oh, you want me to carry this? Bzzt. Hey, Master Short Pants. How come you always get the easy jobs? Zerp. I'll be waiting for you in the sky, so don't take too long, Vert.
Master, I suggest we also return to the sky and collect the crystal ball as soon as possible. Scrapper is a little shit. I swear, man. He's saying that I had the easy jobs. Yeah, like just busting my butt and playing freaking Uber Eats for, people, giving, whatever his name is at the freaking sparring hall pumpkin soup and doing all this. Yeah, flying over here and actually discovering these quests. Yeah, it's a freaking easy job, all right. And playing the hero. Yeah, that's even easier. My rough heart is just taking a beating. Link's poor little heart is just, he's just one little person. And, alright, you heard it. May as well see if I can get some ornamental skulls here. May as well just test the waters. Nothing really. What about you? Any luck? Alright, nothing much. It was worth a try. Let's go ahead and get back to the sky and find out what Sparrot will say to us in return. Alright, so actually doing a little bit of thinking, I'm starting to realize that Sparrot is just, he's just a little human too, and with the crap that he can cause on me, and you know what, the stress that he can cause sometimes, is actually rewarding, okay? There's a reward for this. Alright? Now, go head over to his house right here. Here's that bright and shiny crystal ball. Zat. If you need me, Zerboosh, Clank, feel free to call. For Mr. Shvi, I will travel to any destination. Oh, what do my eyes behold? This is it. You found it. This is exactly the same as the crystal ball I used before. Fates and fortunes, my eyes are wide with the thrill of possibility and damp with tears of gratitude. I'll be able to start gazing into the future and making predictions at once. Come by the bazaar again, and I'll tell you your fortune for a special price.
And we get 5 gratitude crystals for that, and that will probably leave us over at 64. Alright, we're done. Okay, so I think that's pretty much where I'm going to go ahead and end it off. I'll probably just, walk outside and do whatever, and end things off. So that concludes the quest, for Sparrot's crystal ball. So in the next episode, we're going to find out more clues across Skyloft and find out what's up. Probably talk to some people, maybe the higher-ups of this place, but we'll definitely find out. So with that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and peace out, everyone.